one of the 6 varsity members of the Norwich High School golf team, Craig Cleveland.
OG, D-O-double-G, LBC.
A junior at NHS. How do you feel your season went, Craig?
I have to say it went pretty good. You know, we won everything possible and shit. So we went 12-2. So I'm real proud of our team and myself.
Do you feel you learned a lot this year?
Yeah,
on the golf team?
I learned a lot, actually. You know, I became a lot better golfer and a lot better person. You know, we're a close-knit group on the team and stuff. You know, I got a lot of good friends, so it was real good.
Were there any inspirations for you to do well this year?
Yeah, you know, we thought we were going to be good and stuff, and we didn't get any respect in the season previews in the paper. And, you know, nobody here at the high school gave us respect, so, you know, we just wanted to do good for ourselves, just prove to people.
Were there a lot of down points or downs in your season this year?
No, the only downfall in our season this year was probably when we lost to Johnson City. You know, I was coming off a tough loss at Ithaca. You know, it was tough, but we just didn't come out to play that match, and that was the only thing that went wrong this year.
What did you think of the initiations, past or present?
No comment. We're not allowed to talk about those. They stay within the golf team.
And would you like to say any other comments about the 1994-95 golf season?
Yeah, I just say that more people at this high school should give us our props because, you know, we got a good team and stuff. And,
What the hell's the golf team? I didn't know Norwich had a golf team. I didn't know there was a golf course in Norwich. I knew there was one in Oxford, though.
Jim, what did you think of your season?
Personal standpoint, I'd say it was alright. I qualified for state qualifiers, which was the one goal that everybody has. Team-wise, I'd say we did real well. 12-2, second best ever in Norwich. But then came the big feats of the stack championships, and never been done. We won Division II, and then topped it off in spring by winning the Class B sectional. So team standpoint, we did pretty good, and personal standpoint, I accomplished my one goal.
Did you have fun?
Oh, lots of fun. All the bus trips and hanging out with all the guys on the golf team and picking on PJ. I say that was the highlight of my season when we caught PJ cheating, and on the practice green, we all threatened him to death.
Did you have any real amazing feats or accomplishments?
Oh, not really. Nothing really amazing. I mean, well, not really.
Were there any real letdowns throughout the season?
Yeah, to say the least, there was one major letdown, which occurred in Ithaca. Probably the biggest match of the year. We were leading going into the last 2 holes. I proceeded to take a 7, double bogey on the 8th hole, but lucky enough we were still winning. Then it came down to the 9th hole. Not knowing I needed a 6 to win, 7 to tie, I proceeded to hit my second shot in the bunker, then whiff once, leave the next one in the bunker, smack the next one halfway across the green, miss the putt to win, miss the putt to tie, missed the putt to win by 1, made the final one. I took a 9, I choked, I lost the match for us, and there went our undefeated season. So I'd say that was probably the biggest letdown of the whole year.
Thank you, Jim. Do you know many of the team members on the golf team?
Aaron, I would say I know every one of them. Some a little better than others, but I do know all the kids, yes.
And have you ever experienced how good or bad they might be?
Oh, I've seen both sides of most all of them, and I have to tell you that in general, they're a bunch of great guys. They've done an awful lot as far as their team is involved, and they've even done an awful lot as far as our club is involved. We've asked them to do a couple things this year because we had some projects going around Canasawakta, and they were more than willing to help out. They did some sodding for us, or some stone picking on the new sod we put on the 18th fairway, which was a great 2-hour gratis help of theirs. They also helped me put up the scoreboards this year, which required 8 people because the size of the scoreboards are such that more than a few can not do it. So we had to have their help for that. And yeah, I'd say that they did a good job all year for us here.
Okay. Did you have any part in molding them into what they are today?
Well, I can't take a whole lot of credit for that. The only thing I did for them was I gave a few of them some employment here. We try to keep them a little bit busy if we can, duck as you go under. We do try to keep them active in the club and make them a little bit more responsible for themselves by giving them the type of environment that there is at the country club up here.
Okay. And finally, are you at all surprised by their accomplishments in the past year?
Not a bit. Coach Branham and I looked at this team 3 years ago, and we knew that there was going to be some real stardom by this team as a team. Individually, we didn't think anybody would stand out tremendously, but we thought as a unit they would do well. They actually were a little ahead of schedule by what they did 2 years ago. Last year was right on schedule, and I think they fulfilled all the dreams that they had by their stack championship and sectional championship.
Mr. Jones, do you know many of the golf team members?
Yes, I do. I think I know probably just about everyone that was on the golf team this year.
And have you ever experienced how good or bad they might be?
Well, I think with their accomplishments this year, winning Stack Division II in the overall stack, and then the Class B Section 4 championship, I think probably it's one of the best overall teams in the whole section, especially for our classification, which is Class B.
Are you at all surprised by their accomplishments this past year?
Not really, because I think a lot of these young men have spent a great deal of time on the golf course. I believe Mr. Branham is an excellent golfer himself, and not only does he allow the students to do a lot of practicing, he also instructs them in certain areas, and he has the skills and techniques to be able to demonstrate different things to them, which sometimes many coaches cannot do.
And finally, we would just like to thank you for making Mr. Branham our coach this year. He's taught us a lot.
Well, again, I think he has a lot to do with the success of the team, but naturally, I think in any sport, the amount of time that the individual golfers put into the game says a lot for their success, and certainly this group has put in an awful lot of time.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. What did you think of the past golf season?
I thought it was great because nobody had high expectations of us. We weren't even in the stack preview in the paper, and we ended up winning the stack championship. So I thought we could have gone 14-0, but we had a couple blunders, our 2 losses. So we went 12-2 though. That's a pretty good record.
Was there any added pressure being the #1 man and being athlete of the week?
Not really. Well, at first there was, because I didn't start playing #1 man at the beginning of the season. But then after a few matches I started playing it, and I was nervous the first couple of times, but after that I got used to it and there was no problem. But athlete of the week, I don't know. I got that right at the end of the season, and going into stack championships, I didn't play that well, so I guess you could say that kind of, I don't know, got my ego up. It shouldn't have though. So.
And did you have any really memorable moments?
Yeah. Mostly on the bus rides home with Mike Branham when Graham was beating up on him. That was hilarious. Other initiations on PJ and stuff, that was funny too. And Justin Bennett, he's a man. And also for golf, I hit a shot on 7 that was about 180 yards in, and I hit it to about a foot away. So that was kind of memorable that day.
Okay. Do you have any other comments that you'd like to add?
Just hope we can do it again next year.
All right. Thanks, Brian.
They also show a lot of sportsmanship, unlike most sports at NHS. We wish the football team good luck, and although the golf team members supported every sporting event this year, even bowling, not 1 or 2 or 3 people ever came up to the golf course. Only on a rarity occasion, which we would have to drag them up or personally invite them up. No one came out of their free will, only the true fans like Muzzy, and therefore we have the back wall dedicated to Muzzy.
Initiation renewal. Initiation renewal. That is what the prime focus of this year's season was. MB, Mike Branham, when we pulled his shirt up and slapped his rolls. It was magnificent. PJ Brunick, a cheater, one that the golf team could not accept. We confronted him. And does PJ cheat anymore? Never. And Mike Branham, he's on the road to success ever since that one bus trip. He's tall and brave in the high school now. And ever since this initiation, he is a success now. And he doesn't back down because he's a golf team member.
All right, Dan. Are you into sports at NHS?
Oh, sure, yeah. I'm into football and soccer and wrestling. Yeah.
Do you know about the golf team by any chance?
What golf team? I didn't even know there was a golf team.
You don't know about the Stack Champion, Division II Champion?
What is that all about?
Section 4?
If I knew there was a golf team, I would have been on the golf team.
Okay, thanks, Dan.
Sure.
We're here live downtown with an average Norwich person. Are you aware of the basketball team's success at NHS?
Yeah, good. We've got good basketball.
And how about the football team?
Good football. That's good.
Do you?
I'll go to that too.
All right. Do you know about the golf team?
No,
No?
I don't watch that much.
Okay, thank you. Sunrise!
Yeah.
An average Norwichian. Can you tell me, do you enjoy Norwich High School sports?
Yeah.
Which ones?
I like football, basketball, but I don't play them anymore.
You don't?
No.
They were quite successful this year.
Yeah, they were.
Do you know what the most successful sport, though, was at NHS this year?
Oh, football, basketball? I don't know.
No. Are you aware that Norwich had a golf team?
Golf? I never knew Norwich had a golf. What's golf?
They won all three of the things that you could win, the three major events. Were you aware of that? And they had a 12-2 season.
I don't like golf. It's a waste of land.
It is?
Yeah.
Well, do you think most of being an honest person and being one who is one with many of the youth in Norwich, would you think that most of the youth knows or are aware of the golf team?
I don't think so. They're not into golf.
All right. Thank you.
Old retired old men are into golf. We don't need that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Coming at you live with our star, Rhett.